Hello, I'm Dr. Sunbion, a urologist, and today I'd like to discuss a topic that impacts countless lives: the natural transitions that occur with the penis as one ages. Rather than focusing on clinical cases or professional encounters, I'm here to share insights drawn from my personal journey with my husband. Just as all parts of the body evolve over time, the penis too undergoes gradual changes, which can bring feelings of vulnerability or frustration for both the man and his partner. However, these shifts do not have to hinder intimacy or closeness in a relationship. In fact, they can enhance it. Over the years, I have come to see that the connection and joy of intimacy can remain strong despite these transformations. I'll be sharing some helpful advice and a positive outlook that supported my husband and me in embracing this new chapter, enriching our relationship naturally. Ultimately, what really counts is the bond and care we share, not merely physical appearance or performance. As time passes, our bodies adjust, and the penis follows this path. These changes, though natural, can stir questions or discomfort. Through my own relationship with my husband, I realized that they don't signify an end to pleasure or connection. In our earlier years, our closeness was filled with vitality. I recall our early relationship when he radiated confidence and energy, and our time together was marked by a special vibrancy. At the beginning of our marriage, our sexual life felt effortless, strongly tied to physical strength. Gradually, however, we began to notice shifts we hadn't foreseen. The first indication was a difference in his erection's firmness. Initially, we assumed it was temporary, perhaps due to stress or exhaustion. Yet, as it persisted, it became clear that this was a recurring situation. Sometimes his erection would fade before we fully shared our intimate moments. I also noticed slight size changes, which, though minor, introduced new concerns and emotions. To support a more satisfying intimate life, I've created the digital book Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60. It provides practical insights for strengthening relationships, overcoming emotional and physical hurdles, and reigniting passion in marriage. You can find the link to get your copy in the pinned comment. Availability is limited, so take advantage of this chance to transform your emotional and love life. Our first discussion on the topic was challenging. My husband, who had always been self-assured, seemed uneasy, almost embarrassed about no longer being who he once was. This quiet concern created a distance between us, as though he avoided the subject to prevent disappointing me. By acknowledging these changes together, we found new avenues to connect, nurturing intimacy, even if it was in a more sensitive way. Seeing my husband's vulnerability moved me deeply, as I had always believed our bond was built on love and closeness that transcended time. Through my research, I learned it's completely normal for the body to lose some elasticity as we age, which affects everyone. Hormonal shifts and reduced blood flow are also common with age and impact the firmness and size of the penis, but they are part of the aging process and do not define a couple's closeness. One evening, after a calm dinner, I sensed it was the right moment to talk. Sitting beside him, I held his hand and reassured him that I understood and that there was nothing to feel embarrassed about. I shared that our bodies change with time, a reality for everyone, and reminded him that I loved him for his character, not his physical form. At that moment, I felt a shift in our relationship. We began to appreciate warmth, companionship, and closeness, discovering ways of intimacy that didn't depend on an erection. Over time, we learned to savor our intimate moments more fully, valuing every touch and shared affection. We found that lingering hugs, gentle kisses, and genuine affection were just as meaningful as reaching a climax. Previously, we may have focused on achieving an end goal, but now every touch became an expression of love. With this new outlook, I saw my husband slowly regain confidence, embracing himself and the natural changes in his body. Our connection was no longer tied to youthful expectations. Instead, we found renewed joy in focusing on our mutual connection and cherishing the pleasure each of us brought to the other. We learned that real intimacy transcends a single moment. The way we treat each other, listen attentively, and offer support has deepened our relationship. Knowing we can rely on each other through both joyful times and the challenges of aging has given our bond a unique richness. Society often pressures men to maintain a constant image of strength, but we realize that true fulfillment comes from love and companionship. In the end, it's the feelings we build together that give us a sense of wholeness. The demand to project strength can feel heavy, especially when the body begins to change. A message I hope all men understand is that their value is not connected to the size of their penis or the strength of their erections. What really matters is how they love, care for, and connect with their partners emotionally. Now, with more years of experience, I can say that intimacy in later life can be even more fulfilling than in youth. With time, we gain patience, understanding, and a deeper awareness of each other's needs, allowing us to savor each moment without the pressure of a specific goal, focusing instead on the joy of touch and the calm of connection. Gradually, we came to appreciate our bodies with greater acceptance. In youth, we tend to focus on ideal appearances and peak performance, but with time, we start valuing our bodies for what they represent: a living history of experiences and shared love. Each of my wrinkles has significance, as do the marks on my husband's body. These small changes became symbols of our journey together, and in the end, it's these memories that truly matter. An aging body is like a map, filled with stories and marked by all we've been through, the choices we made, and the victories we achieved. Rather than seeing it with frustration, we've learned to look with gratitude. Every wrinkle and every change represents moments of resilience, love, and learning. Gradually, my husband began to view his body differently. The size of his penis was no longer a symbol of his masculinity, but simply a part of him that had also evolved, like so many other things. By letting go of these social pressures, he regained confidence now, a more genuine confidence, not reliant on appearance or performance, but rooted in full acceptance of who he truly is. Our intimacy also followed this new path. Even if our encounters are less frequent, they have become more intense and meaningful. Each touch now carries a deeper intention, as if each moment is a celebration of our connection and the enduring love we share despite all the changes that the years have brought. We discovered new ways to enjoy our intimate moments without the pressure of an erection or the need to reach a climax. We realized that true pleasure was in each other's presence, without expectations, simply enjoying the moment. Something I deeply cherish in these years together is our ability to be honest and vulnerable with each other. We openly discussed our fears and insecurities, and my husband shared how difficult it was for him to accept his body's changes and feel less confident in a society that often links masculinity to sexual performance. He explained how, throughout our relationship, he came to understand that his worth wasn't tied to these standards. I, with complete honesty, told him that, although the physical change was surprising at first, it never affected my love or desire for him. On the contrary, our bond became even stronger by facing these changes together. Through this journey, we learned to communicate better, express our needs, and understand what was truly important to each of us. This sincere, open communication has kept our connection alive, not just in terms of physical closeness, but in the depth of our emotional bond. Over time, we grew to value our emotional connection more, realizing the importance of nurturing our feelings and strengthening our relationship, knowing that intimacy goes beyond the physical. It's an expression of our closeness and affection. With this strengthened bond, pleasure became something more profound and meaningful, independent of physical performance. For my husband, embracing his body's changes led him to develop new self-care habits. He started focusing more on his overall health, as well as sexual wellness, incorporating a balanced diet, exercise, and relaxation practices like meditation, which helped him manage stress and anxiety. These choices positively impacted not just his physical health, but also his emotional state. In the end, these small adjustments had unexpected benefits for our intimacy, something we never anticipated at the beginning. Stress and anxiety often disrupt sexual life in later years, adding unneeded pressure to perform. By letting go of this pressure, my husband began viewing his body with greater acceptance and kindness. This new perspective brought a lighter, more relaxed atmosphere to our time together. allowing his body to respond naturally. These changes, however, didn't happen overnight. It was a slow journey, marked by moments of doubt and small triumphs. There were still days he felt insecure and frustrated by the limitations of his body, but over time, those moments of uncertainty lessened. Together, we committed to nurturing our relationship and embracing self-acceptance, which made a big difference and helped us rediscover the joy of being together. We learned to face the changes with lightheartedness, using humor to ease unexpected situations. When things didn't go as planned, instead of feeling frustrated, we'd laugh, hug, and savor the moment in our way. This relaxed outlook taught us that not everything needs to be taken seriously. Imperfections add a unique touch to life. Over the years, our relationship evolved. It became more than just physical intimacy. It grew into something deeper, involving touch, shared glances, affectionate words, and acts of love. We realized that true pleasure lay in the bond between us, in being present with each other, and in the love we shared. The changes in my husband's body became valuable lessons in patience and acceptance. We learned to look beyond society's focus on appearance and performance, appreciating what truly matters: closeness, companionship, and respect. Each physical change offered us a chance to grow together, strengthening our bond and helping us discover new ways to express our love. Looking back, I feel gratitude for all we've experienced. The passion of youth has its worth, but there's a calm, mature beauty in a love that withstands the test of time, overcomes hardships, and grows stronger and deeper with each phase of life. For any man or couple facing similar changes, my message is simple: talk openly about your feelings and accept the changes in your bodies. Aging is a part of life, and with a positive attitude, each phase can be as fulfilling as the last. Details like penis size or erection firmness are just small parts of a much larger picture. True connection and genuine pleasure come from the ability to love and be loved deeply, accepting each other through all the changes that time brings. This connection is not about physical appearance, but rather the heart and soul invested in the relationship. Aging together, we keep learning, strengthening our love, and preserving the special connection we share. To me, this is the real gift of growing older: a love rooted in companionship that goes beyond the physical. I'd love to hear how you view these natural changes that time brings. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. It enriches our conversation and helps others feel supported. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a like. Your support is valuable in helping more people find this channel and receive this information. Feel free to share this video with friends and family so we can create more space for open and informative conversations. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell to receive updates. Each step we take here brings our community closer and fosters greater understanding. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.